This video supports early career educators in kindergarten to Year 2 to understand the complexities of teaching and learning.
Love it. Do you want to cut that out to put it on, or would you like me to cut it out to put it up? I just love it.
It demonstrates the contemporary research underpinning Australia's national frameworks. This graphic demonstrates the interconnectedness of the EYLF Kindergarten Curriculum Guidelines and the Western Australian curriculum. Fundamental to the framework is a view of children's lives as characterised by belonging, being and becoming. The vision is central to ensuring all children gain success as lifelong learners with knowledge of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander perspectives. In Western Australia, the EYLF applies to all children birth to Year 2. The EYLF learning outcomes apply to all children from birth to the end of semester 1 in pre-primary, when all children are aged 5. In Western Australia, educators are guided by the Kindergarten Curriculum Guidelines, which aligns to the EYLF and is used to plan the teaching and learning in kindergarten. From pre-primary to Year 2, educators are mandated to implement the Western Australian curriculum and assessment outline alongside the EYLF principles, practices and pedagogy.
The EYLF, it's a beautiful document. It's all about the belonging, being and becoming. So it helps them, first of all, to feel like they belong, that my teacher's interested in what I'm learning, on what I'm interested in, to sort of build on their learning. I really like how you've done this painting and then the splotch is over. Obviously you have an outcome, but sometimes they learn way beyond what you're actually teaching. Ah, that's how you've done it. Where did you learn that, Kaylee? Just knowing where they've come from, what they would have previously learned and knowing where they're headed to.
I watched TV and I saw people doing this, so I tried to do this.
We've had to work really hard at making sure that we've got that early childhood pedagogy, things that are great for kids in our explicit teaching, and then also allowing time in our investigation inquiry time for kids to show their learning in different ways.
Okay, so what is it that exactly that we're trying to make with this?
The ball will go through the tunnel
Yep.
and then go there and go there.
So we address it as a blended pedagogy rather than balancing our timetable. We're making sure we've got aspects of both in all parts of our day.
Why did you choose not to use that one?
Because we're not allowed tens and weeks.
Why not?
That's one of the principles and practices around that planned and unplanned parts of our days. And integration is the key, I guess.
And the biggest number is number 9.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
The EYLF basically embeds everything that we do, and it's visible in every part of every moment of every day in the classroom. You want a table? Yeah, let's get you a table. The outcomes of the EYLF are really important to us, particularly around identity. We're a very multicultural school, so developing a really strong sense of identity is critically important. Developing a sense of connectedness within the community.
I love lamb curry. I love it.
So developing relationships between the families, external to what's happening in the school, is also really important to us. And schooling's quite different for a lot of the kids that come here to what their parents may have experienced overseas.
In my point of view, it helps because if knowing your identity, which is your culture, it will help build your inner sense. And I think it's very, very good thing.
My favorite thing to do is reading hard books.
Okay. நீங்க இப்ப தமிழ்ல என்ன சொல்லுங்க? எனக்கு பிடிச்சமான
ஆனத்துல
படிக்கிறது கஷ்டமான புக்கு. அவ்வளவுதான். Good job.
Hands on top.
That means stop.
Okay, Alaska's table. We're going to move over to the Play-Doh table. Everybody walk, walk. Everybody walk, walk, walk.
We are building children that are going to be set for a world that we can't even imagine. That love of learning and being able to communicate and work collaboratively, that happens in kindy. That happens through play.
The phases of schooling provide teachers with guidance about the sorts of curriculum experiences likely to support students at each phase. While every student will be immersed in a well-balanced curriculum, there are different priorities for different phases of schooling. The Kindergarten Curriculum Guidelines Learning Outcomes Summary supports educators to design and implement quality curriculum for kindergarten. The mandated Vision, Principles and Practices for Kindergarten to Year 2 provides a brief overview of the interrelated components that guide curriculum decision-making.
We're all lifelong learners, so I expect the staff to learn alongside the children. They can learn from the kids too.
I am waiting.
I am waiting.
Patiently.
Patiently.
Success doesn't look the same for everyone. There are multiple pathways, and the fact is that if you give every child the same thing, they're not necessarily going to learn the same thing, and that's a really important part of what we do.